1000 only. I created an account from scratch, and in each episode I complete a task of 1000 things, but you, the viewer, decide what my next task is going to be by voting on a poll which I release each video. Now pick your vote wisely, because the profit I make will be invested into better gear to prepare for the next episode. For a full list of the rules and restrictions, check out the description of the video. Are you ready? Let's begin! Hey, hello there everyone, my name is Vaneka and today I welcome you to episode 11 of 1000 only Agility Rooftops. If we take a look at the poll from the last episode, I think we can safely say that the result speaks for itself. Almost 50% wanted me to go for the graceful outfit, which I can totally understand because it is incredibly useful. Now this does mean that once again I will not be getting a herb sack, but I'm sure that eventually this will pass a poll, so I don't worry about that too much. Anyway. So today we're doing Agility Rooftops, and a lot of you think that this is going to be an incredibly boring episode, and yeah, I do agree, Agility is kinda boring, but I've tried to spice up the content a bit by preparing some other things as well. First of all, I've decided to sell my black mask because I will not need it in the upcoming few episodes anyway, since we are not doing Slayer. I also bought the items needed for the Kendarin Easy Diaries because this will give me a 5% more chance of getting Marks of Grace on the Sears parkour after completion. And then I bought 200 Summer Pies, since these are great food and give a +5 agility boost and restores 10% run energy per half consumed. Now of course the main objective in this video is to complete 1000 rooftop laps, but this doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to do other things while training. So I've decided to buy 5000 nature runes to use the high level alchemy spell. Since I'm training agility already, this will not take me extra time, so this is pretty efficient for magic XP. Now I've decided to simply go and alch feathers, even though I do know that some other items may be better to alch if I want to reduce the costs. But the problem here is that these items are usually a bit more expensive themselves, and that means that I cannot buy many nature runes at the same time because I don't have enough money. Now I am level 53 magic at the moment, so I can't even use the high level alchemy spell yet, but to solve this problem I bought a bunch of wizard mind bombs in Burthorpe to boost my magic by 3 levels, so I can keep doing this until I reach level 55 and then I'll be good to go. So as you can see here, this is the setup I will use for training my agility. I start at level 31, so this means we will begin at the Varrock rooftops. Here we go. Alright, so agility is one of those skills that many people don't enjoy training, and I can understand why. It is incredibly repetitive and the XP rates are usually not the best. But at the same time, training the skill is super rewarding, and this is usually how it works in RuneScape. Agility makes playing RuneScape a lot more efficient, and that is what we all want in the end. It makes it more efficient because you unlock shortcuts to save time, and next to that your run energy also recharges faster the higher level you are, and that makes it just a little bit more convenient. So honestly, I'm really happy that we're doing agility now because eventually we'll have to train the skill anyway, and you know, I guess the sooner the better, so yeah, I'm very hyped to be honest. I mean, once the account gets stronger, we will also be doing stuff like Commander Zilyana in Gold Wars or the Hallowed Sepulchre in Darkmire, so it's a really good thing that we're making a start towards that now. But the big challenge in this episode is to get as many Marks of Grace as possible, so we can complete the full set and maybe even collect some Amethyst crystals to make back some money of all the alchs we bought. Now in order to try and complete this, my strategy was quite simple. Instead of going for the max XP per hour, I focused on the rooftop with the longest laps, because on average I will then get more Marks of Grace per lap. Now I gotta say that at first this went quite well. I used my Summer Pies to boost my agility by 5 levels so I could do a higher level parkour quicker, and I even completed the Kendarin Easy Diaries to get a 5% Marks of Grace bonus. That is not only good for XP, but also increases the chance of getting more Marks of Grace. But the more laps I completed, the more I realized that getting full graceful within 1000 laps is harder than I thought. I was getting an average of about 1 mark every 4.5 laps, but this would not be enough to achieve our goal. Because in 1000 rooftops, I would then only collect 225 Marks of Grace, however the full set costs 260 marks. So I decided to look up a bit more information about Marks of Grace. Is there a way to get them faster or to manipulate the mechanics? Well, yes and no. I say yes because the Old School Wiki indeed mentions a method of force spawning Marks of Grace. They say that as soon as you collect a mark and move over to the next obstacle, you have to wait between 3 and 4 minutes and complete the next lap after that, and then you get a Mark of Grace every other lap. But I also say no, because I tried this many times and it only worked every now and then. Whatever I tried, I just couldn't find out how this mechanic exactly works. Sometimes I would like get 3 marks in 5 laps, and then I didn't receive one single Mark of Grace in 7 laps. Now I gotta be honest, this kind of frustrated me because I was really planning on getting the full graceful set in one go. Well, I guess in about a minute you'll see if I actually made it to 260 Marks of Grace or not. But apart from agility though, I am super happy that you guys suggested me to do magic at the same time. It was super efficient and I've trained loads of free levels now, which will come in very handy in future episodes. Now of course I did not get them literally for free, but you get what I mean. So the end was near, I completed almost 1,000 laps and I was incredibly close to the goal of obtaining 260 Marks of Grace. In a final attempt to achieve my goal, I decided to visit the Polnivnich course with my last 7 laps. I was hoping that because this is a high level parkour, the chance of spawning a mark would be a bit higher and maybe enough for the full graceful set. And I'm very sorry to say it, it's unbelievably disappointing, but I had to conclude that it just wasn't enough. After 1,000 rooftop laps, I collected 258 Marks of Grace. That is a real punch in the face, but it is what it is. Now I guess I could have just collected 2 more marks, but then what is the point of 1,000 only? I mean, I will have to be creative in future episodes now to collect the rest of the marks, so I can then finally obtain the graceful set, but I just want to keep it fair. So, after this big grind, I went to Grace and checked my lap count. And here you go, I got exactly 1,000 laps completed. It is really helpful that she tracks the laps nowadays. With the collected Marks of Grace, I decided to buy all the graceful pieces except the boots, because of course I don't have enough marks to buy the boots, and I already have the boots of lightness. Now, I could have left the remaining 38 Marks of Grace in the bank, but if they're gonna sit there anyway, I might as well just buy Emelized crystals with them. So I spent another 30 marks to buy these, so at least we have something to sell to the GE now. So this is probably going to be the smallest price check ever, because we only have 300 Emelized crystals and 5k coins from the elks that we did. But the price check is not bad though, because the crystals are worth about 323k, so let's sell them to the GE and see how much we'll get. Alright, this is it. Almost full graceful, 8 Marks of Grace and 327k. Overall, I am super happy that we got this far, but I'm not gonna lie, it is quite a bummer that we didn't make it to the full set. Stat-wise, I am very satisfied, or should I say, statisfied. Whoa, that was a very bad joke. Anyway, we've trained our agility from 31 to 66, which is awesome, and magic from 53 to 65, which is super welcome as well. The account is really getting somewhere now, my friends. But it is now time again to talk about this episode's poll. I really want to focus on medium clue scrolls for once, so I'm gonna give you 3 options that all drop mediums. This time you may vote for Pyre Fiends in the Wilderness, Ice Warriors in the Wilderness, or Mammoths in the Wilderness. So yep, that is right, we are heading into the wilderness in the upcoming episode. I don't think I have to explain much about the options since our objective is simple. Collect as many medium clue scrolls as possible. And we can do exactly that with our imbued Ring of Wealth, because in the previous episode we bought ourselves a Ring of Wealth scroll, so that's gonna be very exciting. So if you want to vote on the poll, it is very easy to do. Simply click on the link in the description or in the comments and pick your favorite option. It only takes 10 seconds. And if you do decide to vote, then please also consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. This way you'll always be up to date with my newest upload and also know when to vote on the next poll. So that is going to be it for this episode, my friends. Once again, I would like to thank you all so much for the insane support I'm getting on the channel. We're getting close to 25,000 subscribers. That's an absolute dream come true. Thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.